Hello, my loves. Oh, today I am dropping in and I want to spend a little time talking about abundance, talking about the energy of abundance, and also talking about scarcity. I will also be offering a guided energy healing as a part of this, so stick around. Lately, the energy of scarcity and abundance have been coming into my awareness a lot. I think that anyone who is kind of aware or plugged into this mainstream society is definitely inundated with a lot of scarcity messaging, a lot of fear messaging, and a lot of messaging around there not being enough. And honestly, I want to name how potent and strong that energy of scarcity is. I've had a teacher recently remind me that scarcity, right, keeps us in this fear energy. But scarcity is also like scarcity, right? It is also triggered by our wounding, our past wounding, whether it's this lifetime, other lifetimes, or ancestral stuff. And so there is a lot tied up in our systems, in our world, around the energy of scarcity, right? This feeling of there not being enough. And I'm sure as I've been even just talking a little bit, that something in your body has awakened. And so I'm going to invite you to drop in. Let's drop into our bodies and feel, how is scarcity manifesting in your body right now? Where is it manifesting in your body? Can you just honor that experience for a moment? I'll say for me, that scarcity often feels like a tightening, right? Like I can feel my heart get tight. I can feel my throat get tight. I can feel my solar plexus or my gut get tight. It feels like a contraction, a tightening, a shrinking, a making smaller. And so I'd love to hear from you in the comments, what does that energy of scarcity feel like in your body? And unfortunately, a lot of us are probably very familiar with this energy, very used to this energy being a very dominant experience for us, right? And if not, yay, kudos for you. But I'm sure that in certain aspects of your world, even if it's not monetarily, right, that there is some kind of thread of this feeling that there's not enough, right? And whether that's not enough safety, not enough money, not enough love, not enough clarity, not enough time, right? There's so many different ways that we can feel in this energy of not enough. But something that's really powerful, right? Something that I think a lot of us forget, especially because we are really disconnected from the natural world, is that when we root back into the natural world, there's actually a lot stronger energy of abundance in the natural world, right? And so because we've just been talking about scarcity, I'm going to invite you again to take a couple deep breaths and feel into where is abundance in your body, right? What does abundance feel like, right? Abundance is the natural way of the world, right? We were born into an infinitely abundant universe. Even if, right, we've been told a lot of lies, or seen a lot of falsities, right, that kind of prove to us that abundance isn't real. I'll say again, the natural world is endlessly abundant, right? When we look at the cycles of life, we can see that nothing is wasted, right? The leaves that fall from the tree nourish the ground that feeds the other plants that are growing, right? Whether that is, leaves or the fruits, right? Things that are let go become new energy for new life, right? When we think of family friends of mine who grow vegetables, right? And so they'll plant a couple plants of green beans or a couple tomato plants, and all of a sudden they have so much food. They're they can't even give it away fast enough, right? I've had this experience consistently when I'm like knowing people who are growing things where it's like, oh my God, I have so many zucchinis, or oh my gosh, I have so many green beans, right? And it's interesting, right? Because sometimes, right, that overflow becomes like an annoyance, right? Oh, it's so annoying. I have so much stuff, right? So I want to name like that and just kind of point at it as like an example of the way that we are blind to how abundant the world is, or that we kind of like push away abundance by seeing it as a burden, right? I also want to name too that like there is this inherent kind of like collectivity, right, that can come from the way abundance works in this world, right? So thinking of like, if I have a peach tree and you have an apple tree and they have a green bean plant and they have a zucchini plant, all of a sudden like we all get to share and we all get to have everything and we all get to have it all, right? And we don't have to like kill ourselves to have it. We just get to like collaboratively have everything, right? And so I want to name that like this shift into this energy of abundance, this shift into this idea that we live in an abundant universe, that we were born abundant beings, that abundance is our birthright, is a huge paradigm shift for the society that we've been living in, right? The society that we've been living in loves that we are dependent on the grocery stores, on the big box retail stores, right? Like we have become dependent on these systems, these stores, right? For survival, right? We don't have, many of us aren't gifted the time or the energy to be able to grow all of our own food, or the space to be able to grow our own food. And so in many ways, like we have become dependent, right, on the systems of sales, right, on this like market system. And certain individuals get to profit, right, off of our inherent need to like take in sustenance and survive, right? And so I just want to like name that these systems, you know, are designed, right, to keep us in a place of lack and dependency, right? That like when we are feeling scared and not enough, and like we are strapped or tight or stuck, right? We are much easier to control. We are much easier to manipulate because we are dependent on these wage systems in order to survive. We're dependent on our bosses, the people who employ us, so that we can like buy the resources that we need. We're dependent on, you know, the municipalities to provide us with water, to provide us with electricity, right? And so we are constantly needing then, right, to come up with the resources to pay these other people to give us the things that we want. And I'm not saying like, you know, down with all of the beautiful kind of infrastructure that we have as a society, because like I could not be more grateful that I do not have to go and like fetch water from a well or a river every single day. Like I could not be more grateful for the electricity that enables me to connect with all of you because of the internet, that allows me to have lights and air conditioning and a refrigerator and all of the lovely things. And again, like how can we, right, like see that as abundant, right? We're able to hold the both, right? We're like, we live in this abundant world where like water, as much water as I need, just flows into my house, where I can have all the electricity that I want, that I can go to any store and buy so many different kinds of food that I don't have to grow. Like that is a manifestation of abundance. That is an example of abundance, right? Even as the same time that it feels like this like dependency, right? We're like, we are kind of like trapped in that cycle of like exchange, so to speak, right? Because we're not really given a lot of other options for how to sustain. And we've not been given a lot of examples, right? Of like how we can collaboratively have everything that we want, right? Like the example I gave where like I'm growing some peaches and you have some apples and they have some peppers and she's got tomatoes, and now all of a sudden we all get to have everything. We haven't been given a lot of examples of what it looks like for all of us to thrive. And so as we begin to reclaim the energy of abundance, as we begin to befriend the energy of abundance, right, there is an opportunity for us to come more into like an equitable distribution of resources, of resources so that we all get to have it all, right? Like this idea that like only some people get to be rich and then some people have to be poor, right? That is like systemically created as a part of our society. Like we can all have it all. Like it's not like a piece of pie where like you have to like sacrifice your piece so that I can have a piece. Like we all get to have all of it. Like we live in such an abundant universe that like we all get to have all of it without it depriving anyone of anything. And let me add an asterisk there and also say that like actually there are some people who might have to give some things up because we have to share, right? Like, so in that same example I've been giving where like I'm growing the peaches and you've grown the apples and they've grown the peppers, like I could be stingy as hell and be like, no one gets peaches. I'm the only one who's gonna have peaches and I'm gonna make all of these canned peaches and I'm gonna make peach pie and I'm gonna make peach cobbler and I'm gonna put peaches on everything. But like in the grand scheme of things, I like don't need that many peaches. A lot of those peaches are probably gonna go bad. I'm probably not gonna eat a lot of that stuff. It's probably gonna go rancid or go stale before I can actually consume all of it. And so I use that example as like this false idea of abundance, right? Because like it stops like feeling, how do I want to say this? Like sharing is caring. Generosity is a part of abundance. When we hoard everything to ourselves, we actually end up wasting a lot and then maybe like feeling ways about the fact that like we've wasted it and we weren't able to like, now it's gone to waste. Or like the word like gluttony is coming to mind where all of a sudden now we are like so like plump and like over like bloated, so to speak, when like we could be really healthy and aligned if we just like shared and like gave some of our resources away. And actually our life would probably be way better because we would be eating more than just peaches, but we'd also get to have broccoli and cauliflower, right? Like we get to have all of it versus like I have more than I need of this one thing. And so I'm feeling lacking in these other ways, but I'm overflowing here. And so I say that to say like the goal with abundance, right, is to be overflowing in all of the ways and for all of us to be overflowing together, right? Like I think of like how generosity can be contagious and how like when I'm in community with my generous friends, like I feel more generous, right? And generosity feels really good. But when I'm in community with people who I'll call are more like misery or stingy, then all of a sudden, like I'm feeling stingy, I'm feeling misery, I'm feeling like, oh, well, if you're gonna hold your stuff tight, then I need to hold my stuff tight and I'm not gonna give anything away if you're not giving anything away. And so I say that to say that like, this energy is contagious, right? Like scarcity is contagious, abundance is contagious, like, and not like a, but like we commingle energy, we influence each other, we share with each other. And so like, I'm thinking of this Swedish proverb, like joy shared is doubled and grief shared is halved, right? When we share, we receive support, right? Like we receive more when we are in community, when we're sharing. And so part of the energy of abundance is all about generosity of spirit, right? Like, are we willing to give as well as to receive, right? And I think there's a lot of this kind of like false abundance, what I'll call maybe dirty abundance, right? Where it's like, we're just like, gimme, 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 and never like spreading it around, never sharing it, right? Never being actually a part of that reciprocity, right? The give and the take that is inherent to our universe. And so for all of us, right, there is an invitation to start connecting in more deeply with the abundance that is inherent in the world around us, right? And so whether that is like, I don't know if it's going to rain here. It seems like there might be a storm coming. And so I'm thinking of like the way that even rainstorms work, right? Where like the water on the planet like heats up, rises, like turns into like, air molecules essentially, right? Like water molecules in the air form into cloud and then rain down, right? It's just this like constant circle, this constant recycling of energy. And so what would it look like for us to think of money like that too? Or all of our resources like that, right? That like what we give, we receive tenfold, right? What we offer, we get back, right? Because unfortunately, there's a lot of, and even in my own life, right? This, like when I start to feel scared or scarce, or like I am not 100% sure like where my next like money is coming from, right? It's very easy for me to just be like, well, I need to hold everything. I can't go out to eat. I can't, do these things. I can't be generous, right? I just need to hold everything close to me. And what I've found when that happens is that it actually prevents more from coming to me, right? Because money wants to be spread around. Money wants to be shared and appreciated, right? And when we are holding it really tightly, there's no space for it. Let me think if there's any, or see if there's anything else that wants to be said about abundance, about scarcity. Yeah, just I want to reiterate that, scarcity is a lie. It's an illusion. As much as it feels very real in our bodies, in our lived experience, this world is not scarce. It's anything but scarce. The world that we were born into is anything but scarce. Even though like the systems that we have created as humans has created a lot of scarcity, right? Like the systems that we have created as humans has created a lot of scarcity, right? And kind of like stratified, like the whole like haves and have-nots kind of thing. But that like when we're talking about like the natural way of things, like what is actually like real and true in the universe, like this world is abundant. This world is like constantly able to like replenish itself and like build more and more and more. And that the more that we can come back into relationship with that natural abundance that exists, the more that we can bring that into our realm of reality, that more that we can make that real in our human world, right? The more that we can come back in to what is really real, which is that the world is abundant, that we were born abundant, that we are like inherently abundant, deserving of abundance, and that the universe wants us to live in delighted abundance, right? And so I invite you, whether you want to pause this video now or whether you want to do it when the video is over, maybe you want to drop into a journal and just journal about what you're grateful for, what you do have in your life, right? Because scarcity often makes us focus on our lack, what we do not have, what we wish we had. And we forget everything that we do have. And we forget to be grateful for what is present in our lives, right? Because I guarantee you, regardless of whatever your life circumstances, you have something that someone else is wishing they had, right? You have something in your life that someone else is longing for. And so that is space for you to feel grateful, right? Space for you to be grateful that like even on your worst day, you're still living like a king compared to some people's experiences. And so how can we focus more on all that we do have so that grows, right? Because what we focus on expands, what we focus on grows. So if we're focusing on everything that we don't have, all of a sudden we don't have. But when we focus on everything that we do have and everything that we're grateful for and everything that is present in our life, all of a sudden we start getting more of that. All of a sudden we start getting more, right? And so this is a lot of like energy work and mindset work. And so I want to switch us in to some energy healing and some energy activation to really like heal those scarcity scars, right? Heal that scarcity within us and activate the inherent abundance that has always been with you, always been a part of you. Yeah. So I'll take a sip of water. Maybe you want to do so too. So grateful for water. So grateful that I didn't have to like go to a river and truck it back to my house or get water from a well, that I could just flip a little switch and all of a sudden got delicious water in my cup. Love it. All right. So on that, I'm going to invite you to start going within, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you want to close your eyes. Maybe you want to lay down. Maybe you want to move your body a little bit. And I'm going to invite you to just start deepening your breath, breathing in and out, filling your body with air and letting it go. And as we breathe here, maybe we want to honor the abundance of our breath, the abundance of oxygen that exists in our world, thanks to all of the many plants. Breathing in, feeling that abundance move into our body. Breathing out, releasing anything that's not in service to us. And as we continue to breathe here, feeling grateful for our body's ability to transform oxygen, air into nourishment, into life, right? Our body's magical ability to turn the formless into life. I'll invite you to imagine that you have roots that are beginning to grow out of the base of your spine, out of the bottom of your sit bones, under the back of your body or the bottoms of your feet. And these roots of yours, they grow and they extend and they push all the way down into the earth, through rock and concrete and crystal, through underground caverns, through layers and layers of ancient earth. Your roots push deep down, magnetized towards the center of this earth. And as your roots grow here, I invite you to breathe in. Breathe in and feel the vital life force energy of this planet move into your body. And breathe out. Give the earth anything that you want to release. Give the earth your fear and your scarcity. Let it move out of your body, through your roots and into the earth. Feel the way the earth rejoices with each of your letting go, because when you let go, she is nourished. When you give to her that which is ready to be let go, she is replenished. So freely give now. Freely give the earth any of that scarcity conditioning, any of those past limitations, any of those beliefs. Any of those beliefs that are keeping you in this scarcity mindset, that are telling you that you don't deserve enough, that are telling you that you have to work hard in order to survive, telling you that this life is hard, telling you that there's never enough, right? You can let those beliefs go, right? You can be willing to let them go if you're not quite ready, right? So breathing in here, feeling those roots of yours extend even deeper down into the planet. All the way down, making contact with the molten core of this earth. Feel the invitation to wrap your roots around the core of this planet. And as you do, I invite you to just like feel that grounding energy. And I'll invite you to breathe in here. Imagine that you can breathe in that vital life force energy into your body, all the way up to the top of your head. Breathe out, letting go of anything that's not in service to your abundant nature. Letting go of anything that is limiting you, keeping you tight and small. And as we continue to breathe here, firmly rooted, grounded, connected with the earth, able to receive and to give freely with each of our breath, breathing in to receive, breathing out to let go. I'll invite you to imagine that you have beautiful tendrils of light that are beginning to grow out of the crown of your head. And these roots, these tendrils growing out of the crown of your head, these branches reach up, up, up into the cosmic heart, into the source point of origin. Feeling your roots root into the heart of the galactic mother. Feeling your roots root into your original source point of origin. Feeling yourself completely connected above. Breathing in here, allowing that source energy, that loving life force energy to move into your body through the crown of your head. Ooh, breathing out, allowing anything, any thoughts, any beliefs, that aren't serving you to move out into the cosmos, given freely to the earth, to the universe, to be recycled. Breathing in again here, feeling that crystalline, loving light move into the crown of your head, through the top of your head. Feeling it fill you up all the way down to the tips of your toes. Breathing out, sending anything that doesn't serve you, any beliefs, any energy that's keeping you small and scarce, right? Sending that out to the cosmos, letting it be burned up by the sun, giving it as an offering to the universe, to the space, to the void, right? Just letting it go, willingly letting it go, being willing to let it go. I'll invite you to take a few more breaths here, feeling that crystalline energy move into the crown of your head, feeling it move all the way down to the base of your tailbone, down to the bottoms of your feet. And breathing out, feeling yourself release anything that's ready to be let go, whether you give it up above, whether you give it down below. Just breathing here. And now that we are firmly connected as above and below, I'll invite you to enter into a cyclical breathing here. So we're going to breathe in, imagining that we're pulling life force energy up from the earth all the way up to the crown of our head. We'll feel it circle around, make a U-turn above us. Feeling that crystalline energy meld with that. Moving down into our body, down our body into the earth. So we're going to breathe in, imagine that energy is moving up, 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 all the way to the crown of our head and out. And then we're going to breathe out, imagining that crystalline energy moving in and down, all the way down to the earth. We're going to take 5 breaths like this, okay? Breathing in, feeling the energy move up our body. Breathing out, feeling the energy move down our body. Breathing in, feeling that grounded earth energy move all the way up our body. Breathing out, feeling that crystalline cosmic energy move all the way down to our root. Another nice deep breath in here. Energy moving up our central spinal column. And nice breath out, feeling that energy move down, all the way down through our heart and bellies to our roots. 2 more breaths like this, breathing in, feeling energy move up our bodies. Breathing out, feeling that energy move down. 1 more time, breathing in, letting that energy move up. Breathing out, allowing that energy to filter back down. And from this place where our energy system is flowing freely, right? This beautiful cycle, this beautiful circuit of energy connecting us above, connecting us below, right? I'll invite you to imagine now you are firmly rooted here. Your energy is connected with the cosmic creatrix and this earthly mother. I'll invite you to imagine that there is a golden ball of light that is floating in front of you now. This golden ball of light is the energy of abundance. And as you notice it, and as you breathe, this ball of light begins to strengthen and grow. And it starts to grow even bigger until soon your entire body is enveloped in this ball of light. And you feel this warm, loving, abundant energy all around you, above you, behind you, below you, all around you. And as you breathe here, feeling that energy all around you, it continues to expand, getting bigger and bigger and bigger until your entire room or the space in which you inhabit is full of this abundant energy. Abundance is all around you. Abundance is everywhere. Breathe here. Ooh, and as you breathe, I invite you to consciously invite that energy of abundance into your body. You can do this by just inviting it. I invite you. Energy of abundance, I invite you into my body. You can do this by feeling your energy become a little bit more expanded. Maybe you feel your heart flutter open a little bit. And as you invite the energy of abundance into your body, you notice that the core of that light enters right into your heart space. Melding with your beautiful heart energy, this energy of abundance begins to spin in your heart like a wheel of light, or maybe, like the beautiful figure 8. That energy of abundance is in your heart, spinning and twirling. And as it melds with your heart energy, it begins to reactivate the energy of abundance within you. It begins to awaken the natural codes of abundance that have always been within you. It begins to reactivate, reprogram your beliefs to be in line with your abundant nature. It begins to move through your body now, right? From just your heart space, moving down to your solar plexus, moving up to your throat. Beautiful, glowing, warm light. Activating your chakras, activating your energy centers, right? Reprogramming and awakening your inherent abundance. You are inherently abundant, and that is awakened now. And this energy continues to grow within you, growing up into your third eye and down into your sacral space. The energy of abundance is awake within you, alive within you. This warm golden light is swirling and melding and mixing with all of your chakras, all of your energy. It continues to grow now, extending up into your crown chakra, extending down into your root, so that your entire system is aglow with this abundant energy. And as this energy is invited more fully into your body, it begins to take root. Taking root in your cells, in your DNA, in your atoms, activating the abundant nature of your very being. Awakening all of your cells to their natural abundance. Awakening your DNA to your inherited abundance. Flowing in your blood. Moving through your bloodline, healing the scarcity you may have inherited from your ancestors, healing the scarcity you may carry with you from past lifetimes, healing the scarcity you may have inherited from your very parents, from your very family, healing the scarcity within you completely now. It is healed. It is completely healed. And as the scarcity threads begin to dissolve within you, new threads of abundance begin to weave themselves in your energy system, in your body, in your mind, in your soul, in your emotions. The threads of scarcity dissolve, and you are rewoven with this pattern, with this energy of abundance. You are re-plugged in, reconnected, rewoven in to the very abundance that is inherent to this planet, that is inherent to our universe. And as this energy of abundance continues to do this deep healing, completely dissolving all your ties to scarcity, all the way scarcity has hooked into you, is being dissolved, is being unhooked, is being released. A beautiful white stream of abundance directly from the universe begins to pour into the crown of your head. This honey-like substance washes over you completely, washes through you completely. This energy of abundance completely fills and covers you now. There is no other way for you to be because you are completely covered in and filled with abundance. There is no other way that you can be other than abundant because that's who you've always been. That's who you are. That's who you've always been. You have always been abundant. And now you get to be abundant forevermore. You get to be abundant from this moment forward. You are abundant and have always been abundant, and scarcity no longer has any place in your system or in your life. Scarcity is no longer welcome here. It is dissolved completely. It is eradicated completely from your system, from your mindset, from your beliefs, from your world. Scarcity is completely eradicated and destroyed now. Now it is completely dissolved. And it is so. And it is so. And it is so. It is so. I invite you to take some deep breaths here. Tuning back into those roots that you set into the earth, maybe connecting into those roots that you rooted into the universe. Just breathing in, allowing that universal life force energy to enter into your body here, to fill all of those spaces where scarcity has left a scar. Feeling that loving, healing energy act as like a soothing balm on all of those scarcity wounds. And as you breathe here, I'll invite you to place hands somewhere on your body. And as you place your hands on the body, your body, I imagine and invite you to imagine that you are sealing in this healing completely with your loving hands. That this healing is complete, that this activation is complete, that this healing is completely sealed into your body now and forevermore. And that you have reclaimed your place in this abundant universe, that you have reclaimed your right to live extravagant and abundant and big and beautiful and vast and magnificent and vibrant and lavish and generously and lovingly, vivaciously, ecstatically, blissfully, lovingly. You get to live this way now. You were meant to live this way always. And as this healing is now sealed, as this healing is now complete, you can, if you wish, imagine that those roots that you set above and below begin to retract back into your body, calling all parts of yourself back into your body now. And if you wish, you can leave a taproot rooted. That's up to you. You have choice. But as we bring this healing, this activation close to a close, you feel all aspects of your being fully brought back to you now. You are whole. You are complete. You are aligned. You are powerfully abundant and magnificent. You are worthy. You are enough. You are more than enough. You are deeply loved. You are seen. You are supported. You are protected. You are guided. And so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you so much for moving through that experience with me. I want to thank all of the energies, the earth, the universe, all of the energies, the energy of abundance, all the guides, everyone that came and helped facilitate this healing, thank you. Ooh, I close this healing now, sending all of your energy back to you, sending and claiming all of my energy for myself. Ooh, thanking and freeing all those who came to support this healing. Oh, please let me know how this lands with you. This is potent and powerful work that we're doing, and thank you for being here with me. I love you. Bye.